there's always been this vibe between them where I'm like, I think something happened. Like, maybe not, like, they went all the way and, like, Patrick cheated on his wife. But I always, like, every time I see them in an interview or, like, behind the scenes or when they talk about each other, I'm like,
I mean,
like,
I'm
I
sure.
almost feel like something happened.
Because they feel like they're like TV husband and wife for so many years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure there was some chemistry off screen, probably. We're talking about Ellen Pompeo and Patrick Dempsey, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
From Grey's Anatomy.
So I'm glad that you clicked on this Star Wars video.
Yes. But welcome to Grey's.
Yeah, well, we tricked you. It's actually a Grey's Anatomy podcast. Just kidding. That's Grey's Anatomy Uncut to plug myself. But, yeah. They always talk about, like, Patrick, when he left the show, he was like, it was chemistry, it was just, from the first day, we had chemistry, and it never went away. And then Ellen has said a quote, I will never have more chemistry, or she said, like, I don't think I'll ever have more chemistry with anyone than I had with Patrick, so what's the point?
Yeah. Huh.
She literally has said that, and I was like, damn.
It's kind of like John Krasinski and Jenna Fisher. They had a lot of chemistry, too. It felt a little too real, because especially The Office really makes them feel like, you know, regular guys. And then Jenna Fisher said something like, we were kind of in love, and I was like, what?
Yeah. See, I just can't relate to that, because it's like, there are times when, like, I don't exactly know how they film certain scenes where they're supposed to be naked. Like, I'm sure that they're not completely naked, but, like, Ellen obviously is not wearing a shirt. Like, you can tell that. And it's like, how many of those scenes do you have to do before you feel really comfortable with? Right. Like, there's, like, there's a bathtub scene in, like, season 3 where it's, like, they're, like, and you know that they had to film that over and over again. And they're, like not Derek. Patrick is, like, really, like, feeling her up. Because he has to for the scene. But it's like, at what point does, like, the lines blur a little bit? Because it's like, as soon as they say cut, like, does that ever go away? The fact that you felt somebody up? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just, I always feel like...
That is a weird thing that actors have to do. I met a girl who I used to work with. She's big in film. She wanted to be a filmmaker. And she said she thought that some movies actors should actually have intercourse, which I thought was so weird.
I've heard that before.
I don't know, because then that's like drawing, like, where do you draw the line then?
It's basically porn.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what? Then, also, I read...
You mean on screen? Or, like, they should, like, go get it out of their systems and then come back? No,
okay. On screen. On screen. Like, she thinks it's more real then. You know? And I was like, okay.
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, what if something happens and then it's, like, super embarrassing and then everyone's watching?
I guess, but doesn't that count as an affair? Like, what? Is there nothing, like, what if someone doesn't want to do that? I mean,
then it wouldn't happen, I assume. If one of them doesn't want to, then they'd just be like, okay.
This is so weird.
So this is a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah. By the way, if you didn't know,
we're talking about Star Wars. That was horrible.
Yeah. No, actually, that was much better than mine. So
that's true. She when Amy does a British accent, it's just a crotchety chimney sweep.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about Cockney accents gets me.
Yeah.
You know, Mary Poppins, the guy.
The guy, Mary Poppins.
The guy in Mary Poppins. I've seen this movie a long time ago.
How progressive of you. Mary Poppins is a guy now.
Isn't he Cockney? The guy
I have never seen that movie.
Oh. What?
Yeah, I'm not cultured.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I have heard of that. I just haven't seen Mary Poppins.
Alright, Star Wars.
So, here's the deal. I'm Emily Hazard.
And I'm Amy Scaria.
And today we're doing the Star Wars Episode 9 Predictions podcast. Mm-hmm. We have been looking forward to this podcast for so long.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one.
We've been talking about it, like, for a couple months now, and we've never had the time to just sit down and talk about it.
And stare at each other.
And stare intensely into each other's eyes. Mm-hmm. But I guess a good thing about waiting this long is that we've had a lot of time to kind of discuss some theories that we've been throwing around.
So, just for a overview of what we're going to do in this episode. we decided to make some really bold predictions because we're, I think, 20 months out from the movie right now.
Oh my god.
So, like, somebody that's born today will be 20 months years old when the movie comes out.
Yeah.
Like,
not even a year. 20 months.
Yeah, true.
20 months old. Wait, oh my god.
What?
Why did I say... No, they will be a year. Sorry, guys, I don't know math.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, that's really coming up, isn't it? And then I was like, wait.
Oh my god.
They won't be 2 years old.
We are so... Wow, you just went with it.
I was like, yeah. And then I was like, wait.
Oh my god. Yeah, but then you caught me. But still.
Because I was
sorry,
like,
guys.
How many months are in a year? I was like, I don't think I remember 24 months being in a year.
It shows the magnitude of how long I feel like this movie is, you know? Like, how long we have to wait.
Yeah.
So.
A human is going to be, like, almost 2 years old if they're born today, before the movie comes out. That's ridiculous. Anyway.
I thought they would be not even a year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the whole point of us doing this is that we have heard nothing, we've seen nothing. All we have to base on, basically, is TLJ.
Mm.
And we have no, like, idea about anything. At least I don't. I haven't looked up anything.
Right.
And I don't think there is anything to look up.
Yeah, I doubt the fandom even has any cohesive, like, solid...
Anything. I haven't even heard gossip about anything.
Mm-mm.
So...
We're way too far out.
Oh, yeah. So that, we thought it would be perfect to make some, like, really bold predictions that are probably going to be wrong.
Yeah. And
December.
then a year from now, maybe we'll make a podcast, a year or two, 20 months.
20 months,
20 months.
It could be a year, yeah.
I need to know math. Anyway, then we'll I don't know, react to this dumbass podcast. I'm joking.
Yeah, we'll react to our own podcast instead of the movie.
Ah.
Like, instead of the movie, we're like, screw that. Let's react to ourselves.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Because we're narcissists.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, here we go.
Yeah.
Do you have any predictions that kind of line up with mine? Or, like, do you want...
I think a lot of mine do.
Do you want me to say my predictions and then you'll say your response to it?
Yeah.
And then it'll be easier that way?
Because I have, like, 3 or 4 bold ones, but a lot of what I'm thinking kind of fall in line with you.
All right,
There's some that I may disagree with.
Mine are kind of chronological. That's how I kind of tried to put them in. So, first one. I think that there's going to be a 1 to 10 year time jump. And I know that, I really narrowed it down. But it's either going to be 1 year or a decade.
Yeah.
But I think the point of me saying that is that it's going to be a big time jump. Not like a few minutes.
Why do you think that, though?
Because it has to. Like, if it didn't, that would be ridiculous. The whole trilogy would take place over, like, a month.
I think 10 is... Wait, you mean it's going to start at a 1 to 10 time jump? Or the movie could progress?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, it'll be, like, 5 years later, and then we pick up.
Okay. I think...
I don't think that there's going to be... Like, I don't think the movie's gonna last for 10 years. That would be ridiculous.
No, I meant like, okay, I see. I see what you mean. I see it's necessary too for certain things, which we'll go into, but I think 10 is a reach because at the same time the actors are gonna look the same. And 10 years would age an actor. So,
I just needed an upper limit, and 10 sound good.
I feel like maybe 1 to 5.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make some bold predictions here.
Oh, right. I forgot the bold.
You feel.
Yeah, I feel. Flashing, bold.
Bold. We're literally the same person. We're just like, I know what joke is gonna kill. And then we both did it at the same time, so it's stupid.
Yeah, but I think it's definitely necessary.
For a time jump. It would be absolutely ridiculous if there was no time jump.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous. Like, seriously, the whole trilogy would be a month or less. Like, 2 weeks for a whole trilogy.
Yeah, with the assumption that, like, Kylo's Supreme Leader, we want him to, like, build up some forces.
I want Rey.
And we want the Resistance to build some forces. And we want Rey to improve. And we want to, answer Leia's... ambiguous.
Which is a perfect segue. Leia's death dealt with in the opening crawl. That's not really a bold prediction. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah. I know. That's the only humane way they could do it too. I feel like it would be an insult to like try to CGI her in.
Ugh,
like they did with
they're not
Rogue
doing
One.
that. They've already announced
They
that.
shouldn't. Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Okay.
they announced something?
Well, they announced that like a long time ago, like before
Oh.
TLJ came out. They announced that, so it's not really a spoiler.
I see. All right.
All right, so this is where I get a little cinematic. The First Order resembles the Empire at the height of its power. It has its tentacles everywhere. Poe Dameron, Finn, and all the other rebels are considered war criminals, and during the time jump have been operating in secret, hiding and getting help from secret rebellion sympathizers.
I really like that. I think that's a cool idea. Especially the war criminal idea. I don't know. I always liked how the rebels were like, you know, on the lesser side, and they needed to overcome a great evil. And so I think this adds to that.
I see it as kind of like almost like an Underground Railroad kind of thing, where it's like a secret society.
Yeah.
That it's like, if you support these people, then you're risking your life.
Oh, yeah. That would be so cool. Like, it cuts to different people who are, like, on different planets or different, I don't know, places, and they're, like, trying to hide their, like, rebellion gear or something, or they're trying to go out in secret but wearing their rebellion patch. That's cool. I like that idea a lot. And so, you said something about... Oh yeah, rebellion sympathizers. Do you mean like in a way to like build up their support system, or to add to their...
I would say that during the entire time jump is when they're building back up, because they need a lot of time to build up weapons, to build up like people, to get their message spread. I think they're doing it in secret because, like I said, the First Order is everywhere and just controlling everything.
Would you like to see that being... Would you like that to see the progression of that, or would you prefer it to be like time jump? This is what happened, and now we have
way more.
That.
I way more would like to be thrown into it and being like, "Holy crap! Look what they did!"
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, because then I think that like ups the ante, and it also it's kind of boring to see like a progression of like, oh, let's destroy this galaxy now.
Right.
It's like,
it definitely shows the magnitude.
Yeah. I think that would be super dramatic and cool. All right. So I think that the movie will start as the Resistance mounts their first attack since the Battle of Crate. So what I mean by that is the original trilogy, the way that they did it was they would kind of like skip ahead to the next big important thing. So you can assume that everything in between the movies is just kind of like boring. And then they skip ahead to the next important thing in the story. And so that's what I think it's going to be. Like Battle of Crate was the last big thing, and then they're just kind of like, oh, all this is boring, whatever. Oh, let's go to the next big thing.
Yeah. And do you think the next big thing could be like something with, the newly rebuilt rebellion versus totally awful?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. The first like attack, and like I almost think that the First Order is going to be like, oh, we destroyed the rebellion, because they're being so secretive, and then it'll come out of nowhere, and Hux will be like, maybe it'll be Hux, and it'll be like, oh my god, like how did we not know about this, kind of thing.
Speaking of Hux, can I go on to one of my theories? So a bold theory I have is that somehow Hux is going to play a big role. I don't fully know if I think he'll be like supreme leader, but he'll play a big role, and he'll try to overpass Kylo. Because we got a sense of their antagonism in TLJ.
Like every movie, though. Also in The Force Awakens.
Did we?
Oh, yeah. They were, like, always giving each other glares and stuff.
There we go. Even more. I felt like it was upped definitely in the last one, because the stakes, right? Like, he officially became Supreme Leader.
A1.
And then he just shoved him, which was hilarious, by the way. I did not expect that at all. Such a tense moment. Shoves.
Supreme Leader, don't get distracted. He just shoves him against the wall.
But yeah, I think there would be like that weird vibe with that
brotherly vibe.
Also, I would like to see them do more with that actor too.
Yeah, I love him.
He was good, especially the comedic aspect with him and Poe in the first. He's like a ditzy evil guy.
He takes himself so seriously that he cannot understand jokes.
That is just stupid. Like, kind of like the Home Alone guy. There was a ditzy kind of bad guy, but then there was just one that was just
flawless comparison.
I had to.
You know who Hux reminds me of? The water. What do they call themselves? The water burglars or something like that?
I remember.
They called themselves something. Like the wet burglars or something, and it was like stupid, and you're like,
That's Hux and Kylo.
We're the wet burglars.
That's the epitome of them, guys.
You're nothing.
That is the greatest analogy I've ever drawn, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yep.
Rey is the kid.
Rey's the kid. I was about to say, who's the kid? And oh my god, her family left her.
Oh, straight to the heart.
This is so bad.
Oh, just took a dark turn. That always pissed me off about those movies, by the way. How do you just forget a kid?
Because they had so many kids.
So, I don't know.
Screw that one. He's the runt. Anyway. Wouldn't it be weird if Rey had a sibling? That just blew my mind. I just thought of that.
Flashing news. News theory.
Yeah.
News theory.
News theory. Because it's a news theory. It's a new. It's like a new. Okay. Rey might have a sibling. Coming up at 11.
Although, I wouldn't want them... This is another theory. I don't think they'll introduce new characters now.
Oh, please, God, no.
Because that would be awful. You know. We already
Rose.
had issue, with the introduction of a character in the second movie alone. I can't.
Rose for death.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. JJ, please.
Let's start that trending.
I'm not starting that. Emily's... I don't know. Me and Emily talked about this. I have a weird fear of Rian Johnson.
It is completely irrational. I just don't understand how you can fear him.
Excuse me. I have to... Okay, let me explain myself. The skeeviest people are the people who don't appear it. He just
what
seems
is he
like
gonna do to you?
A monotonous nerd. I don't know. He's gonna
He
find me. He's gonna be like, you've defamed my characters and me online. I don't know.
I guarantee you 100%. Nothing you say today could be worse than something that's already been said to him. The man gets death threats.
That's pretty awful.
It's awful.
I feel bad for him, yet I'm still scared of him.
In his stupid, like, lobster sweater.
What?
You've never seen his lobster?
No.
Check out my super cool sweater. That's my best Rian Johnson.
That stuff nightmares are made of.
With that voice.
Oh,
Amy.
God. Stop.
That was great, Daisy.
Good job, Daisy.
I have 0 charisma.
Maybe that's where Adam Driver based his Kylo on.
Yeah. You know that guy that's gonna direct my character in the future? I'm gonna base him off that.
Yeah.
You're nothing. I'll show you the dark side. Next prediction. During the time jump, Rey is reading the Jedi texts and exploring the galaxy and becomes a Jedi Master. Run-on sentence. Or, the closest thing that she can get to being a Jedi Master without actually, like, being taught. And her power has grown to an unbelievable level, and she's kind of become the figurehead of the Resistance. Like, the Mockingjay, if you will.
I see.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like the whole idea behind the Resistance is Rey. Like, she's the hope that they have. She's the symbol.
Jedi.
She's the symbol of hope. Just like Katniss was the symbol of hope.
Yeah.
And so that kind of goes into something I have on Kylo later. But the whole First Order realizes that if they kill her, then they take away the hope.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, the one thing I wouldn't... Now I'm thinking too much about Katniss, though. So I wouldn't want them to be like... I don't know. In Katniss, they, like, publicized her, and she was, like, a poster girl.
No, I don't want that. I just want it to be by word of mouth.
Yeah.
Same thing they kind of did with Luke.
There's a Jedi. Ah, I see.
Well, Kylo knows that she's out there.
Yeah.
Especially because he's connected to her.
I like that. I think the Jedi texts is a thing that, you know, I hope they do more with. If anything, from The Last Jedi. That's definitely something I want them to continue on with, because she definitely took those things.
For a reason.
Yeah. And do you think she can reach Master by now, or?
Well, it depends on how long the time jump is. If we're going with 5, which is perfect, right in between my 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that would be awesome. Like, I really just want, like, a Daisy Ridley to show up in all black or something and just look freaking amazing. Like, that's one other thing I want, is for her to not just wear a variation of her outfit again. Like, I want a completely different look. I don't want just, like, oh, it's her outfit again, but it's black this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, the 2 movies looked pretty much the same.
Yeah, they were just like a dull, like, it was like grayer.
It was like the blue version of the tan one. Yeah.
But at the same time, don't you think it would be kind of extraordinary if she wasn't a master, yet she could be their, like, poster girl in a sense?
I'm not picky.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just somehow, like, either way, I think it would be cool.
I just want to see, like, an extremely powerful Rey.
Yeah, oh yeah. Her fight scenes were too cool to just not give her more of that stuff.
We need more.
And
like, it just needs to be bigger.
Her being aggressive was great, so we just need more of that.
Here's my next bold prediction. Rey and Poe will start a relationship during the time jump.
Yeah. You know what? I actually saw this a lot online. When I cheated. I did look up some things. I was like, oh, let me see if there's any articles about predictions on episode 9.
But I think it's okay right now because we don't have anything. You know what I mean? So it's not like they're spoiling it for you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just a prude. A prude. Anyway, so I looked this up, and it is a thing that some people liked a lot because of, the chemistry they had.
Yeah,
so
in
much
one
in
scene.
Just one scene. And, I guess assuming that Finn and Rose are a thing, which...
Barf.
Oh, God, help me.
God damn it, Ryan.
I know. That was the one thing. You messed up. But, yeah, I like the chemistry, but ultimately I would prefer her to be alone.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I've been saying this over and over again. I want her to be alone at the end of it. Like, I don't want her to even, like, come close to, like, kissing somebody.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
But I'm just making, like, a really bold prediction. Yeah. And of all the people, like, do you want to rank them? Let's rank them right now.
Okay.
Like, of the 3 men that we talk about, which, like, let's do it from worst to best.
Okay.
So, worst for me is Kylo. What about you?
Me too.
Okay.
I
so
agree
he
with
just,
that.
yeah. I suck. Yeah. So...
But, okay.
Second best.
Talk later.
Poe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. Best is Finn. I would love that. They are so adorable.
They are so... the one scene where she seemed at peace in TLJ was just when she hugged Finn at the end.
I know. And they held on that girl's face for a long time.
And she just seemed like all was well.
Yeah, it's like you physically saw her relax.
And when they were asking about each other throughout the movie, that was so cute. Like, make sure... who does she tell?
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Aww. Yeah, I think that would be best. But...
I think the whole Rey and Poe thing is just me trying to be really bold, and also I'm just assuming that a Finn and Rose thing is going to exist.
Well, I mean, Rey and Poe also with that, I think... That chemistry, you're right. They did look great on screen.
Also, they're just both really attractive people, so why not?
I know.
Just go for it, guys.
I know. But just to throw a wrench in this, if they did something tasteful, I don't want a romance. But, if something... No, I don't want that. I changed my mind. Never mind, guys.
Okay.
Forget what I'm saying.
Ready for the next one?
Well, wait, I'm still stuck on this. If they did these things tastefully, maybe I'd like them, but ultimately, I wouldn't want her to be with anyone. I like the lone wolf thing.
What if it was just Rey and Poe were together during the time jump, and then maybe they break up, like, right in the beginning of the movie? Like, would that be so bad? Or if it's like, yeah, we were together at one point during the time jump, but we just never saw it. But then again, what's the point?
Yeah, I feel like it would be unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like since this is the last movie and we're assuming there's going to be high stakes, I feel like it would be a burden and unnecessary.
Yeah. Let's keep this ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Meanwhile, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren has become unhealthily obsessed with finding Rey. The obsession is even getting in the way of managing the First Order.
Yeah, I could see him being very neglectful of the First Order and seeing that as Huck's way
shoving
in.
it all on Hux and taking all the credit.
And I could see that as his way in somehow and getting more support for him being like...
What if Hux tries to, like, A2 Judas, Kylo?
To Jesus?
No.
Like a Judas Jesus thing in
Oh, is
Hux
it Judas?
Kylo.
Oh, no, I meant to do,
Brutus.
Brutus, yeah. A2 Brutus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tries to assassinate Kylo, and then Kylo has to go on the run. Like, halfway through the movie or something. And that's how he connects later with Rey. That would be cool. I'm saying it right now. Hux tries to assassinate Kylo.
I guess. But I feel like Kylo doesn't have enough attachment to Hux as Caesar did Brutus.
Okay, just forget the A2.
Sorry, I'm such a history buff.
I was literally just thinking of the only person of somebody just like assassination. It could have been, what was that guy that killed Lincoln?
I don't know.
God, I don't even know his name. The dude that killed Lincoln.
But honestly, Caesar and Judas, man, what went wrong in that
Let's talk.
relationship?
Let's talk Caesar and Judas.
Brutus.
God damn it.
Judas and Jesus. Well, Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss, which is something.
Hux.
Hey, Hux. Kylo's a little lonely over there.
Ray won't text me back.
Aw. Anyway.
Poor Kylo. He's just such a shitty person.
But yeah, maybe I could see that being a possibility too. That he tries to definitely assassinate Kylo, and also I think the unhealthy obsession transfers. It's kind of like his obsession with Luke, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but it's more so with Rey, because I have this like also theory where it's like it's so frustrating because they're still bridged, like their minds are still bridged, but he can't find her. Like, so they can even have conversations where he's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna find you, or something like that. And she's just like, good luck, you don't know where I am, kind of thing. Because, like, he did say in TLJ, he goes, can you see my surroundings? I can't see yours, just you. So it's like he can see her, but he doesn't know where she is. And that would be so frustrating to him.
Yeah. That's actually cool, because I'm curious to see how they continue that.
I definitely think it's going to be a thing.
The bridging thing. Do you think it could be cut off within the time jump? Like, do you think JJ might just axe the idea?
That'd be so funny.
I mean, it's possible. I think it was a good thing that Ryan made out of it.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best thing that came out of TLJ.
And the fight scene.
Okay, yeah.
Come on. And
No, but, like, came out and will continue.
Right.
That's something that JJ can actually work with. I gave you nothing. No, that's such a bad Ryan voice. That was really good, Daisy.
I gave you nothing.
He just does this like, oh, that was so good, Daisy.
Oh.
Oh God, he's like, you're really talented.
Can you imagine being an actor and just hearing that? Like, I would want, like, passion. Like, that was amazing. Keep going, girlfriend. Keep going. Do you? I want that.
And then he's just like, so that was the last day with Daisy Ridley. We're gonna call it a wrap.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh, gross.
I was watching, this is a little off topic, but I was watching an interview with Tom Hanks where he was talking about, you know, Clint Eastwood? He's a director, right? And he's really intimidating. So he was saying when Clint Eastwood directs, all he does is, go ahead now. And then when he wants the scene to stop, he just says, stop.
That's so scary.
Or he just says, that's it. And he doesn't give any feedback on the performance.
That's terrifying.
I couldn't imagine being such a good actress like Daisy and just hearing, like, great, Daisy, keep it up. You know? Like, come
flawless.
on.
It's like he's in the room with us.
He's a Force ghost, guys.
Spoiler, he is. Rian Johnson's actually with us right now. I don't appreciate you making fun of me.
Sucks to suck, Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she's gotten over her fear of Rian Johnson.
Yeah. I'm trying to build it up.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna come after us.
I don't think he will.
I don't know. I always like to watch my back, Emily.
Okay.
I wake up at night with
Rian Johnson staring at you.
saying,
You made fun of me on that one podcast.
Who knows? He's one of us. He's a nerd.
My voice sounds like this. Anyway, let's see. Bold prediction. The Knights of Ren will make an appearance and be crucial to the plot.
I hope so.
This could be, like, completely false, or it could be right on.
That's one of the ones I was thinking, too, because after we talked about it and saw The Last Jedi together a second time, it was something that I started thinking about more, and that's something I kind of want, because it's a door they opened in the first one.
Well, that JJ opened, right. And he's coming back, so
maybe he can somehow tie it in. I don't know. I
hope so.
I think it's an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if they're also students of Luke?
I think they are. I think that was almost, like, guaranteed. Yeah.
And that would be so cool to see, like, Rey up against all those people.
That's something I've thought of Rey just, like, finally showing up, like, finally deciding to come face to face with Kylo, because she's been avoiding him the whole movie. Mm-hmm. And Kylo was like, don't underestimate her, you know, in his stupid voice. And then, like, Rey just, like, is, like, very zen or something, and then she just, like, ignites her lightsaber, which is actually the next part, so let me just get into this. They will either be a new lightsaber color, or a blue double-bladed saber made from the crystal that was in Anakin's. I don't think that they do, like, a double-bladed new color. I think it would be one or the other.
Yeah.
But I honestly do think that there's going to be a new lightsaber, because money and Disney.
That would be dope to see her with a double-sided.
I would of the two options, I prefer her to get a blue double-sided because of the whole, like, preferring the staff. Mm-hmm. She always prefers her staff. And also, if she just had, like, a new green one or something, it'd be like, so Luke in Episode 6.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, so she ignites her blue double-sided lightsaber and just goes to town on the Knights of Ren and just destroys them. I would fall out of my seat.
Yeah. That would be so cool. Do you think... Would you like it to, like, disattach and become two?
I would like it
to just be
to have
attached.
Someone cut it in half and it becomes two. And then she has to work with two.
Mm-mm.
Where she's like, crap, someone broke my lightsaber, now I have two.
During the thing. That would be such cool. Oh my god. That would be so cool.
You listening, JJ? You taking notes?
Yeah. It's too late. He already wrote
He already did? Yeah. Which is cool. He said this is the one, like, the few times in my career where it's all been written.
Which is... actually oddly comforting.
Yes, I know. Yeah. It's very comforting.
JJ. I kind of have a theory that a little bit negates one of yours. Mm-hmm. I have a theory that she will read the Jedi text, but she'll sort of reject some of the philosophies, mostly because of what she's seen that Luke has failed at and what she's seen Kylo has failed at. And I think she's going to try and build her own type of new way of using the Force. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I would love that to honestly, that's kind of something I wanted to happen in the last one, and I would like that idea to transfer into this one. I think there's honestly more to work with now to have that happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you want to see pupils? Rey taking students?
No, but I want to see her, what is it? Her new practice somehow transferring onto the next generation. I don't want to see the movie being her teaching new pupils.
Yeah.
But I want to see that become a thing where more Force users try to practice like her.
That might be a very good, like, closing scene.
I think it would.
Like, well, not exposition. What do they call it at the end? Where it's like a... I don't know. Like, just like that's how the movie kind of ends. Yeah. After everything happens. Because, honestly, one of the biggest predictions by a lot of people is, oh, Rey will be training a new generation of Jedi, and then, like, maybe they'll fight with her. And I'm like, ew, no. I do not want to see, like, a bunch of, like, teenagers fighting along Daisy Ridley. Like, I want to see, like, epic Daisy Ridley fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
Alone. Like, I feel like that would be super cool.
Yeah. And I also want this to be something... towards the end, I want her to reject some of the old philosophies because they're too archaic, especially for the things that she's trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just want it to be a thing that ends the movie, and in a way, it also changes the entire universe. Like the rest of the Star Wars movies are kind of going to be influenced by that.
I think that I want to see a good end for all 9 movies.
Mm-hmm.
One that I just thought of right now, I think that lesson number 3 that never happened in TLJ, I think is going to happen in 9, and it's going to be Force Ghost Luke.
Yeah.
That's one of my bold predictions. And then I think that's it. I think that's all I have for super bold predictions. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about?
Right.
Who's going to die?
Mm.
Someone's got to die.
Yeah.
We are such nerds that we actually made a chart for Kylo about whether he's gonna die or not.
And it was based on, if he dies redeemed, he doesn't die redeemed, or he dies not being redeemed, and he lives not being redeemed, if that makes sense. Basically, 2 options. He's either redeemed or not, and he either lives or not.
Mm-hmm. And it's just there are 4 possible answers to that. He dies and he's not redeemed. The second one is that he dies and he is redeemed. So he's redeemed and then dies, so that one we're calling Vader.
Mm-hmm.
The third one is that he lives and he's redeemed. So he lives and he's becomes a good person and continues to live. And then the last one is that he lives and he's not redeemed.
Right.
So the lives and not redeemed, I think, is not an option.
I don't see him living at all.
Okay, so living is out.
Both the lives are out.
For
Sorry.
you, yeah. So it's either death and is redeemed or death and not redeemed.
I'm strongly feeling the Vader.
Me too.
I think that's a thing. I think they've been hinting at it too much. His inability to fully commit to either side. His childlike nature. So I definitely see that happening. And I don't hate it. I could see...
I would want it to be slightly different than the Vader death, though. I'm going to die because someone's torturing Rey. Would be stupid.
Yeah. I would like it to be I die for the sake of having, this order live on or something. The thing Rey made become the thing.
So do you think Rey's gonna live?
At first, I thought it was a possibility she would die, but then we talked about, future movies, me and you.
Money.
And I don't want her to die, and I don't think they will, to be honest. Kill her off.
I think it would be super brave, and if they made it a really beautiful moment, it would be just heartbreaking in a good way. But again, money.
Yeah.
I just don't think they can.
I wouldn't hate it by any means. I admire heroes who are willing to die for their cause. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a bold statement.
I hope they don't do the fake out where it's did she die? And then it's they're intentionally ambiguous with it, and then 5 minutes later it's no, she's right here. Where it's you think she died, and then they do a ton of ending where it's oh, this is where Poe goes, and then it's Rey's actually alive.
What
I hope
if
they
they
don't
just
do that.
ended with it ambiguous?
That would drive me insane.
I wouldn't mind it.
I would feel bad for Daisy, who would field questions for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Do you think that Rey died?
Yeah.
People would never,
Right.
What did JJ say? Did Rey actually die? Although, speaking of that, she cried when she found out
the ending.
The ending of her character. But she's a crier.
Yeah, she said in multiple interviews, which we've watched, by the way.
Yeah. I'm a crier. I'm a big crier.
She cries at happy things, sad things, neutral things.
Yeah, so that really is not a clue.
Yeah.
She might be crying right now. Who knows?
Yeah.
Feel better, Daisy.
Yeah, we hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Don't cry, Daisy. It's all good. JJ's back. JJ.
All right, last thing. Possible episode 9 titles.
So
it'd be so freaking cool if we got this.
Oh my gosh.
It would blow my mind.
I'm not gonna lie. I looked up a lot.
Me too.
To see people's theories.
There weren't many. There honestly weren't
There
that
weren't many. There were some solid ones, which I could...
And there were some
get
trash
down with.
ones, too. Just horrible.
But I think people were joking around with those. Or
There were some where it was, like, serious. And I was
serious?
like, that's horrible. I wrote a ton down.
What are the ones you like the best? I wrote some of the ones
So
liked.
I highlighted the two right here that I like the best. And so this first one, A Spark of Hope. I like that one for two reasons. One, because it was in The Last Jedi's opening crawl, and The Last Jedi was in Force Awakens opening crawl, so I was like, oh, that would be cool. And two, because it finishes the sentence. So you could do The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, A Spark of Hope. And that whole sentence is about Rey. So The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. So The Force Awakens, Rey, and she's the spark of hope.
Spark of hope. I like that.
I like that.
I like the spark of hope too. I also saw, which is one of your other ones you wrote down, The Lost Hope.
Last.
Oh, The Last. I saw The Lost Hope, which I don't know why she's lost.
I also would not like The Last Hope because it sounds just like The Last Jedi and A New Hope mixed.
Yeah.
And that's just weird.
I saw The Balance of the Force. What do you think of that? That kind of goes in with what I'm thinking.
It just doesn't seem epic enough.
You
like,
don't think
Star
so?
Wars, The Balance of the Force. Like, it sounds kind of dumb.
You're right. But, like...
What if it's that?
Is the name...
Sorry, JJ.
Is the name that crucial, I guess?
I think it is when it's the only thing you release and you have to wait a long time for any other thing.
I saw The Force Balanced.
That's dumb. And let me just read a few of them that I just, like... some of these are horrible. Some of them are, The Force Unites, Children of the Force, Rise of the Jedi, which, no, because the whole point is that there's no Jedi, whatever. A New Republic, The Knights of Ren, A New Order, that's kind of like A New Hope. I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. The End. That's got to be the dumbest one I've ever heard. Star Wars, The End. Like, no. And then The Chosen One, which I don't think is going to be it, because why would they introduce The Chosen One in the final movie?
Yeah. I do like A New Order. That also goes along with what I was saying before, that's why.
A lot of these I just didn't. So Spark of Hope, A Spark of Hope is my favorite. For actually a third reason is that it kind of is reminiscent of A New Hope.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, aw, like bringing it full circle.
A Spark of Hope is my favorite too.
Yeah.
But I don't hate A New Order. I think The Chosen One,
Why would they introduce a new, like, why would they just out of left field be like, Rey's the Chosen One in the last movie?
Yeah.
They would have
also,
set that up.
I'm tired of the quote-unquote Chosen One thing. And I feel like...
It's a trope, and it's like a gross trope at this point. It's too much.
Yeah. Those are good. What if it's none of these?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be none of them.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I doubt that. Like, what if it's like A Spark of Hope and we said it on this podcast?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I doubt it, though.
That one's my favorite, because especially, I think I like it especially because it's reminiscent of A New Hope, and that was the start of that cycle, and this is the end of this cycle.
And that kind of goes along with my theory that it's like, if you kill Rey, you kill the Spark of Hope that that their whole rebellion is based on.
Right.
And it finishes the sentence, which is just so satisfying.
Yeah. If it didn't, that would honestly bother me.
I'd be like, JJ, you had to know.
Yeah.
Did you hear, though, that before The Force Awakens was announced as the title, somebody 2 years before, to the day, so it came out, like, I think, December 18th, and somebody, December 18th, 2013, said The Force Awakens. It was creepy.
Did it go, like, viral?
It went viral after they announced that it was called The Force Awakens.
Who was the person? Were they
just some random person on, like, a website.
Was it...
Yeah, it's creepy.
I wonder
and then they interviewed her.
I wonder if they could get her to guess again.
That's what I wanted her to do for The Last Jedi,
Yeah.
but I don't think that she did guess again. But it was like a top news story. Like, somebody guessed the title of the new Star Wars movie 2 years ago.
That's crazy. Huh.
What if that could be us?
Yeah. But then we are kind of ripping off someone on the internet. Like, people wrote this online already.
A Spark of Hope.
I saw that a few times.
Oh, you saw it? Mm-hmm. See, I can't remember if I came up with it or if I saw it. Yeah.
I saw it a few times.
We're going to take the credit for somebody else's work.
Yeah, forget you. Whoever you are, you're probably no one anyway. We're friends with Daisy.
You're no one.
Yeah.
You're nothing. What a great guy.
Your parents are nothing.
Your parents are nobody. Nobody
Your
loves
mama
you.
ain't... I'm not going to say it.
You're nothing, but not to me.
Should we try and think of ones right now?
I've tried for like an hour.
Yeah, I know.
And they're so hard to come up with.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely, I feel like, gonna be a play on nostalgia mixed with something that makes sense.
I hope it finishes the sentence. That's the only thing.
It has to. Yeah.
I don't think it'll have Force in it again, and I don't think it'll have Last or Jedi.
It can't repeat. Then that's just a poor choice on their part. It cannot repeat.
I don't think Force will be in it, and I don't think the word Jedi is going to be in it at all.
I think hope is a strong factor.
Hope is a good one. A spark of hope.
Do you think it could have been something that someone said?
That seems cheesy, though.
Do you think... I mean, my thing is Star Wars is kind of cheesy altogether,
I know, but it's
which I like. I don't know, I wouldn't mind it. I like that it's a little cheesy. I like the cheesy slide-away cut slangs. I like cutscenes. I love that. Mm-hmm. Can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough.
The puppet things.
Yoda.
Can't get over that shit either. It's just awesome. Part of it is that it's intense, yet it doesn't have to take itself too seriously.
Yes, oh my god. Hashtag Grey's Anatomy.
Right. Yeah, learn from this, Shonda. Jeez.
Shonda, come on.
Yeesh. Take some writing.
Take note, Shonda.
Yeah. She did create some of your favorite characters.
She created my favorite characters and destroyed them. So...
that says something.
Like, she literally created my all-time favorite characters and destroyed all of the ones I liked. What you gonna do? You know, we started with Greys, we gotta end with Greys. Alright, I think that's it.
Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
We hope you like this predictions. We want to hear your predictions. Please comment. We get barely any comments.
Nobody's actually listening.
I see you guys smashing that like button, but I don't see you commenting anything.
You smash that like button. I mean, it's smashed.
I see it. It's smashed. It's broken.
Yeah.
But I want you to give me some feedback, right? Right, Emily?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you can't do that, follow her Twitter at
@hazard_Emily.
Yeah. She has some pretty awesome gifts.
I do. And some pretty awesome tweets, you know?
Yeah.
I tweeted up.
So. She tweets up a storm, guys.
Oh, yeah. I tweet up a tornado.
Yeah. And she makes great memes, too, if you're a fan of Law & Order and Grey's Anatomy.
And Star Wars. So...
Yeah. All right, guys, signing off.
See ya.
But before we go, this is just a last cry out to JJ.
Hey, JJ. Come on the show, JJ.
JJ, come. We'll treat you well.
You know what? Let's say please, JJ, in all the accents that we know.
Okay.
Please, JJ.
Please, JJ.
No, I meant all the ones of Star Wars characters.
Yeah, that was Ryan.
The most boring, like, average voice. Please, JJ. That was really good,
please,
Daisy.
JJ.
JJ, please.
JJ, please come back.
JJ, I cried when you told me.
What's Rose?
I can't even think of Rose's voice.
JJ, please bring my character back. Not. Have you seen Clueless? Not.
Please don't kill off my character, JJ. That was pretty good.
That was good. Who else could we do?
Hux.
Oh, God, you can do that.
The First Order... No, that was horrible.
The First Order commands you, JJ. Please. I can't with accents.
Ryan, just one more time. Please, JJ. Don't destroy all my characters. But side note, please do. What about Snoke?
Oh, God.
Please, JJ.
No one can imitate Andy Serkis.
I think that was pretty flawless. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, Andy Serkis just came in and said, please, JJ, and then he left.
Oh, you're a close second. Yeah. I'll give you that.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.